What is up, everybody? Chlorine King here. Thanks for tuning in for another video. I'm out here at a public service call diagnosing a Pentair MasterTemp heater and figuring out why that service heater light is coming on. So I'm going to take you along for the journey and let's figure out together and see how to diagnose the heater and find the problem and what the solution is from there. So stay tuned. Alright, so you can see I already got the heater open up for you guys. I already diagnosed this ahead of time, so I already know exactly what to look for. Didn't want to waste your guys' time and make this as streamlined as possible. So I apologize, it's a little loud. We got the XF pump for the spa right next to this pump, so I'm going to do my best to edit the sound out in post so you can hear me better. But you can clearly see here that there is a service heater lit up here, so the heater's not firing for some reason. So what you want to do first is open up this electrical box here. Make sure that everything's copacetic. Make sure that the fuse isn't blown here in the fireman loop. You want to make sure that fuse is in good shape. And then you want to make sure the plug that's plugged into the heater matches the incoming voltage, which this does. And then from there, you know, this panel doesn't give an error code outside here. It's actually underneath here. So what I'm going to do is flip the camera around and show you what to look for here, and that will tell us where to look and move on from there. All right, guys, excuse this ugly face, but now we're going to take an underside view of the board here, and you can see that that light is lit, and it's going to be hard to zoom in, but you see right above it, it says HLS. And so what the error code is the high limit switch. So now what we need to do is locate the high limit switch and see what's going on, if there's any obvious issues there, and look at replacing that. But let me go ahead and show you where that is on this heater. So where is this high limit switch on this thing? Well, it's on this manifold here. It's on the same side as the electronics. And so if you look down here, it's this right here. And so I already cut these wires and everything, but the problem is there's so much rust and corrosion in these flag terminals that it wasn't making a solid connection. And so it's basically saying that there's no high limit switch closing of it, and it was given that error. So it actually goes to these two orange wires here, and what they do is they go down here, and just imagine these flag terminals connected to that, and they plug into it, and that's what makes that connection to verify that there is a high limit switch active and working. So there is a quick way to verify if it's just the high limit switch, because what happens with some of these heater diagnoses is it'll be like a code for a temp sensor, replace a temp sensor, but that's the first thing in the line of sequence to make this heater fire. And then from there, it goes through a sequence of things. So you could run into 6 or 7 different other issues once you replace that temp sensor. So it's one of those things where you want to try to verify if the one problem is the problem, to make sure the heater works, so you're not just throwing parts at an old failing heater. So I got a workaround for this. I'm about to show you right now. It's real important to turn the heater off when you're working with voltage. Even though this is post transformer, you don't want those wires touching together that I had wing nutted to get separately, because if they touch, you probably will blow the fuse. So now we got the power off to the heater. What we're going to do is effectively install a little jumper with some 12 gauge wiring and basically connect these two wires and see if the heater fires up from there. If it does fire up, it's just the high limit switch, and if not, we'll find out another error code on the board underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and you'll see what it looks like when we're done. All right, so you can see now I created basically a loop. This is simulating a closed high limit switch here. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is turn the system back on. And again, I apologize for the noise, but let's take a look at this heater. All right, you see the service heater light is on at this moment, but you see it just shut off now? That's a great sign. And now you can hear the fan come on, so that's another good sign. Let's see if this thing fires up. If it fires up, it's just the high limit switch. Start to click. Oh, it's on. Yep, nice hot air coming out of that. So it's absolutely 100% that high limit switch, which we already knew because of the contacts were rusted off. But the fact that it's just that and not throwing another error code, that's a great sign. So what we're going to go ahead and do is take the jumper off. We don't want to run this, in this condition. We want the high limit switch functioning. So we're going to put those blue wing nuts back on each wire, button everything up, and work on getting a high limit switch ordered so we can come out and replace this for this customer here. All right, guys, so that is how you diagnose a Pentair MasterTemp, and in this case, at least the high limit switch error code we were receiving on the back of the board. If it was another light that was lit, it would be a different process, but in this case, we're able to verify the issue, temporarily remedy the issue to make sure the heater fired after our remedy, and verify that it is just the high limit switch. So we'll work on getting that replaced, and hopefully you guys learn a lot in this video. If you guys are interested in any type of coaching or help with your business, check out the Patreon link below. We love all your support for our current members. And check out the links below for any cool codes on stuff, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next video. Have a great day, everyone.